Hey guys, what is going on? It's GalJ007 here again with another episode, I guess. I don't even know what to call them. Of the story that we're doing of D&D Style RPG. Last time we got hit a lot. We lost like 2 life. We had to spend some mana. But yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, make sure to check that video out as well. Any like and support, of course, is welcome. So make sure you guys are doing that as well if you haven't. But let's continue. So last time, basically, we were kind of in this castle. Our friend Reginald, we want to call him friend. I don't really know what he is yet, but he wants to go deeper into the castle because there's some glaring eyes coming through a door. But we can also just look at the room. So we left kind of with the suspense, I hope. So we're actually going to search the room. I decided that we're going to search the room. I thought about it all night. I almost couldn't sleep. Just kidding. I actually slept very well. But we're going to search the room and see what happens. Hopefully we don't get killed here. Bam. Dang it. Nothing happened. Nothing special. All right. You mentioned to Reginald to check the east door. You inspect the grounds and see there has been traffic through here. Some of the tracks on the dusty floor appear to be from human-sized shoes or boots, while others appear to be from bare feet, far too large to be from men. None of the tracks appear to belong to goblins. Listening, you can't hear anything over the goblins thumping and screaming outside. You direct the light of your lantern at the northern door and are about to turn toward the eastern door when something catches your attention. Was that an eye, you wonder? You think you caught a glimpse of a glistening eyeball through a rotten hole in the northern door. Casually, as though just taking another look around, you sweep your lantern light over the door again, pausing for just an instant at the top. Yes, that was an eye. You're being watched, and although your glimpse of it was fleeting, you could tell the eye did not belong to a human. The white of the orb is pink with blood, while the retina is pitch black and large. Ooh. You would like to get a better look at the creature. There is a minor spell you normally use to magically open doors from a distance. You find it tedious opening doors yourself. As long as the door is unlocked, you could use this lazy wizard spell to open the eye door without being too close. On the other hand, that may frighten or anger whomever that eye belongs to. Perhaps you should just talk to it. Maybe you can join forces against the goblins? Alternatively, you might be able to hurl a bolt of fire through that eye hole. Not an easy shot, but you have the elements of surprise. Finally, there's the running option, a choice that has been keeping wizards alive for thousands of years. I wanna talk to it. What if it's a friendly, right? So I do think it's friendly. Well, I'm hoping. I don't want to attack it. What if it's something that could help us destroy the goblins? So I don't want to run just yet. I feel like there's more stuff in this room. So we're actually gonna talk to the creature. Diplomat, nice. Just talking can often get you what you want. Language, even a greater invention than fire. So I got 1 point, 1 coin, and 1 luck. Hopefully our luck is helping us over here. You muster your courage, face the door, and raise your voice to be heard over the pounding and shouting of the goblins. We mean you no harm. We wish only to... Crack! The door explodes open. The light of your lantern streams into the doorway to reveal a huge, muscled monster stooping over. He holds a massive spiked club in one hand and a melon-sized rock in the other. He steps into the room. Woo! That's some scary looking stuff. Hopefully it's friendly. Neville's tongue, it's an ogre, Reginald curses. Greetings, you say, mustering you must cheerful smile. The yonder goblins are disrespecting your property. Let us join forces against them. Just then, the front door of the castle bursts open like a tidal wave crashing on the beach. A heap of goblins falls into the room. Creatures one on top of another. A chorus of glee erupts from their fanged mouths. The ogre hurls his stone straight at you. You duck and hear a squish thud behind you. Well, your diplomacy may not have exactly worked, but now there might be an opportunity. Time to let the ogre and goblins become acquainted with you. Oh man, I was really hoping that we were going to that the ogre was gonna help us. But I will say ogres aren't really helpful most of the time. They usually just kind of smash and throw stuff. So, I wasn't sure. Let's continue. Let's see what happens. Reginald and you nearly collide in your haste through the eastern portal. Once through, you slam the door closed. From the entrance chamber you just left come goblins' yeeps of triumph, which then turn into screams of terror that are immediately drowned out by an earth-shaking snarl. Next is the sharp slapping of flesh against flesh and the wet sound of bodies ripping apart. You run from one room to the next. The ogre is not much of a housekeeper. The castle is full of giant cobwebs and broken furniture. Finally, you enter a large room, a dining room, as evidenced by a long wooden table and 2 fireplaces. You motion to Reginald to stop, and you both listen. Faintly, you can hear the far-off sounds of battle from behind. Can't leave that way, you think. Just then, you hear something else. Labored breathing? And is that crying? Let's investigate. We've already come this far. Let's investigate what the sound is. Morale increased by 1. For glory and the loot, you think to yourself as you take the lead. Oh, there's a woman. You quickly realize that the sound seems to be coming from this very room. You creep over to the other end of the dining hall. I see a young woman sitting in the ground, chained to a fireplace, rocking back and forth and sobbing. Her cries break off and she looks up at you with an expression of fear that quickly turns to surprise. Who are you? She asks. You tell her your names and then you are here to smite evil while making your fortunes. This brings a smile to her face, a pretty smile, you suspect, although it's hard to tell under all the dirt smudge on her face. She gives her name as Sibah and says there is a key to her chains on the table. Sure enough, besides cracked and dusty china, is a small brass key. As you said about unlocking her, she tells you that she's a merchant's daughter who was traveling with her father's trade caravan when he was attacked by a mighty ogre with a small band of priests of an evil god wearing dark cloaks. Those of her party not killed in the initial attack were taken prisoner and chained up to this room. One by one they were taken away by the priests, never to return. They took my father, Siba sniffs. No doubt he is slain, but I must try to find him. Will you help me? You ask her if she has any idea where her father or the others might be, but she knows little of the rest of the castle. Reginald takes you aside and says, I'll take her to safety and then look for her father on her own. She will be in danger traveling with us. You agree that having some half-starved, unarmed merchant's daughter tripping along behind you will only get her killed. But where is safety? Last time you checked, the courtyard was crawling with goblins, and according to her, the castle residents are not very good hosts. What do you do? Hide her and move on, escort her out, send her on her way, chain her back up for now. Send her on her way. Okay, so I'm actually gonna do. I don't know. Like I feel like maybe if we like bring her along with us, then maybe she'll be helpful. So send her on her way, hide her and move on. I think maybe we hide her and move on. I think that's probably the better option. There are a ton of hiding places in this ruin. You find a nice pile of rubble for her to hide behind a few rooms away. You tell her to keep quiet and that you'll come back for her. Stay still and quiet here. We will return. Well, if we do not return by morning, escape as best you can, you instruct her. Clever, Reginald says as you leave her. If the priests find Siba missing, they will not expect her to remain in the castle. With luck, they will leave the castle altogether to find her, and we can explore unhindered, you say with a smile. All right, guys, so that's gonna be the end of it. It's about 10 minutes into the series. Pretty developing scenarios here. It was very hard to decide whether we wanted to bring her with us. Maybe she would be useful, but I decided to keep her safe. So hopefully that doesn't come and bite us in the butt afterwards. We're still gonna be exploring the castle with Reginald. I hope you guys are liking the series. If you are, please let me know in the comments, and make sure you're smashing that like button. If you haven't seen my other 2 previous videos, because this is part 3, make sure you guys do that, okay? Thank you guys very much. Again, this is GalJ007, and I'll bring you another one tomorrow. Thank you.